Alright, hello and welcome back to what should be the end of Mega Man 3. So we have a very brief stage here that is populated by enemies that, frankly, I pretty consistently do a horrible job against, and almost never avoid taking damage from, which really annoys me. To the point where, even though this is a very small amount of health, I'm actually just going to jump up here and refill it. And then, just because Rush Coil and Rush is such a good boy, we'll refill his energy, even though we will never use him again. Alright, so let's try and embarrass myself slightly less than normal. Those ones, yeah, even after they've been destroyed, if the block's already falling, then they can still hit you with it, which is annoying. And, yeah, I don't know, it just comes so quickly that I never managed to avoid injury there. Never been able to do that. Oh, there we go. Nice. Alright, so, of course, as always, we now come to the refights with the Robot Masters, and I really don't remember who is where, so I don't really have the ability to pick someone that is just particularly easy to start with. Let's go here. See what happens. Alright, not bad. So let's get out our magnet missile. See if we can... Nice. Alright, we'll take that. And we'll see who's next. Let's just keep going around the circle now. Okay. Get out our snake. Oh. There we go. Slowly getting better at that one. What's in here? It's behind door number 3. Alright, so let's get out Spark Shock. Honestly, Shadow Blade probably actually works better. But since Spark Shock is what we were supposed to use, let's do it. Oh, that was not well done. There we go. Yeah, I don't know if Shadow Blade actually does more damage, but the way that you can shoot it in any direction just makes it really valuable and work very well there. Alright, let's get out our laser. Well dodged, Needleman. Well dodged. There we go. It's actually a time when... Oop, I was just going to say the lag is actually working in my favor, but I just got distracted by it. Alright. So yeah, you definitely got a good example there of how annoying it can be if you miss with the Gemini laser and just have to wait for it to bounce around to hopefully hit. Actually, I think I'm gonna... Yeah, it's too slow to start moving there. If you want to avoid that first hit, you really have to slide right from the beginning. Definitely see how much easier Snake Man is. I mean, the pattern is still the same, but when you have the needle here, it just does a lot more damage. You can take them out a lot faster. But yeah, you really have to, if you want to avoid that first hit, you have to slide right from the beginning to jump over him in time. Pretty sure I know who is in the bottom right. Ah, yes, the old favorite. Yeah, that's why I never really learned how to fight him well, because you just don't need to. You know what? Let's go here first. And even though it's probably easier just to do this with the Mega Buster, we will use his official weakness. And take him out very easily. Alright, now... You know what's up next. I keep forgetting we have 7 energy tanks. Now we're going to actually use Top Man's attack appropriately instead of using it against the wrong boss. There we go. Still very difficult to use. I mean, if you can use it well, it absolutely obliterates people, but I usually don't. We will, however, refill it and get our 10th life. And move on to face stuff with Dr. Wily. I don't really need this, but we'll refill it anyway. Definitely don't need that. And I don't really need this, but sure, let's do that. Just for fun. Alright, so I'm just going to get this out right now. There's a few different ways to deal with this initial boss. I like using the hard knuckle because honestly I don't make much use of it otherwise. You gotta wait for the target to get on screen. That should be good enough. Ah, went a little early. So yeah, this thing here is the initial target. Pretty easy to deal with. Obviously you can see the hard knuckle is doing a lot of damage. And then there's a few different ways to deal with this, but what I like to do is use Rush Jet. And we just climb right up here and shoot Wily. And he drops pretty easily, frankly. If you don't mind taking damage, which really you shouldn't, you can just climb right in here and you can fire off a lot faster, since you can only have 3 shots on screen. And with that, Wily is defeated and the game is won. Let's lock him up. Gasp. It was a freak. That's a fake and a fraud mixed. Anyway, yes, obviously we have a bonus Wily stage, and we can refill whatever we feel like refilling here, since we really don't need any of them. And sure, why don't we take the jet up and get this 8th energy tank. And for some reason, health, despite the fact that we are, right at the beginning of the stage. Let's see, what's in here? 2 more lives, all right. Alright, so you are actually very limited in what weapons you can use in this final stage. This is going to be a fight against Gamma, this giant peacekeeping robot that Wily and Light had worked on together. And so for this first one, it's really easy, because as long as you stand right in the middle, which is where you need to be to hit him, you can't be hit. And then you just fire some shots up, and once you get through half of the health, that half of the robot will be destroyed. And then what you have to do, you can use one of 2 weapons, but you have to get up top first, and there's a few different ways to do it. I like to do the lazy way, and just take the jet over. And then you can use Snake Man's attack and kind of do this like half jump where you go over and just drop the Search Snake on him. But way cooler is, of course, using the top spin and just jumping right... Oh. Timed it poorly. You can use the hand. I just find it annoying, so I just use Rush. Oop. Oh, maybe I'll use one of those energy tanks. Why not? I gotta use it for something. But let's try that again. So, take top spin, drop right in, and do a terrible job. Guess I should have used that energy tank. And I guess I should have saved these things out here. Alright, let's get our blade out again. I better be careful. I'm gonna put myself in a spot where I can't win. Alright, so same thing again. Very easy to deal with. Just take this guy out. And we can use our coil again. Oops. Just let that thing go fast. Alright, let's try this one more time. Usually this goes very well. Yeah, usually I take them out just in one spin, but for whatever reason, the finickiness of top spin strikes again. There we go. That will do it. Gamma is now defeated, and we got our, I think, only death of the game in a very ridiculous way, with 8 spare energy tanks. Wily and we have been crushed by rocks, but some mystery robot has come to save us. Oh no, where's Dr. Wily? It's too late! And then we have a Brief epilogue. Megaman, you've regained consciousness. I found you lying here when I arrived. I wonder who brought you here. Couldn't imagine who that whistle's supposed to be. This whistle, it must have been Proto-Man. Yes, Breakman's real name is Proto-Man, Megaman's brother. And then we have a breakdown of some of the robots. Dr. Wright, I believe is his name in the original Japanese version. We go back to the original game. Fireman, a waste disposal robot. Bomb Man, a ground disruption robot. Like Iceman, the Antarctic investigation robot. Gutsman, the wilderness reclamation robot. Cutman, the timber felling robot. Roll, the housekeeping robot. Alright. And Megaman, former assistant to Dr. Wright. We, of course, know as Dr. Light. And then number 000, Proto-Man, the new robot prototype, the brother of Megaman. And luckily, the world is now saved and Wily is gone forever, except, of course, for his flying device floating off in the background there. Alright, and I think with that, we will let the credits roll and get another rundown of the bosses. So, looks like officially Needleman is first at 17, then Magnet Man, number 18. Gemini Man is the 19th robot master. Hard Man, number 20. Top Man is 21. 22 is Snake Man. And Spark Man is next at 23. Shadow Man, number 24. And that will do it. Hopefully you had fun and enjoyed, maybe even learned something. I've tried to take various tips and tricks that I've learned along the way. I don't know if it's going to happen, but hopefully by the next time I'm recording, it'll be in a little more appropriate of a space, maybe even with some slightly improved hardware. Not that I really know what I'm doing, so I doubt it'll be that great, but hopefully it'll be a little bit better. Hoping for a little better audio quality, maybe even some better recording quality, we'll see. Might even be able to do some more kind of editing at the end that I very rarely do, other than a few specific occasions. But yeah, I think that will ultimately do it. So, again, hope you enjoyed, and until next time, see ya.